Hi, welcome back to Thone's Hebrews Nibbles number 90. The Just Live by Faith, Encouraging and Confirming, Part 3 of 9. A brief question from Augustine. We're covering Hebrews chapter 10, verses 32 through 39. And Augustine, of course, is a somewhat controversial figure in modern Christianity. So I'm not going to push either that you should love him or hate him, but he was a theologian whom, if we forgive a couple of his bad paths that he took in his theology, we can still study what he said and bring us to introspection. Why is this in the Bible? Understanding our duties. And the communication is faith and our lives. And the application, Augustine wrote a commentary on the book of Hebrews. And he asked this very pertinent question about this section that we're reading right now in the book of Hebrews. And we should today determine the implications of this to our lives. And you may, by the way, if you have a Catholic background, think of him as St. Augustine. But most Protestant and other non-Catholic sources just call him Augustine. What is closer to God's ears than a heart that is penitent and a life founded on faith? That's the question. We sometimes avoid such introspection in the determination of our life and responsibilities in His, capital H, service. The point is, we always want to do the things that He wants, but in particular, at a given situation and time, we want to do the things that He wants right now. And that's, what's closer to a God's ears than a heart that is penitent and a life founded on faith. That is, if those are the important things in our lives, then we can have good idea that we're doing what God wants us to do. God would say, as He would say, be as you understand I desire. That is, if you are, if you know what God wants for you to do, then why not do it? My personal response: Lord, thank you for explaining via many authors your desires for our thoughts, our spiritual desires, and our actions. That is, be the mind that God wants you to have, the heart that God wants you to have, and the physical body that God wants you to present to others. We'll talk to you next time.